I dated a motherfucker, and of course we was fucking, but I didn't know him all the way, I would say. I feel like I didn't know the real him, and a year and some change later.
You telling me you was getting busted down for a year and some change?
Fun person and whatever the fuck I liked that attracted me to you, that's what you presented, but you might not be that.
Yeah, niggas don't be the same person that they was in the beginning, and that's why I have to keep getting a new one.
That's probably why men change. After they done got so much, they be like, you know what, I done got enough of it. Do you even know how to be a wife?
I feel like, yeah, I do.
You know, some people be making that their whole life goal. Some women, their goal in life is to get married. It's not a goal for me, but I do want to be married eventually. A nigga will come in and ruin a life. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, and I feel like he came in
Y'all do with us all the time. I think for the most part, I think that it's a imbalance when it comes to the dating market because they tell young women to get married early, but they tell men to wait until they get their shit together. So both of y'all are not on the same page.
That's crazy though. So where does the pressure come in there for the man? Like, why do niggas just be marrying? Do it just be like a HUD here?
What you mean?
Like you said, they tell men to wait, and they tell women
until they
to
get their shit together.
Mm-hmm.
Men usually get their shit together later on in life because 20s, you trying to find yourself.
But what about for the men that get married young? Do you feel like they got their together or they just so happen to get married?
No, I think they found somebody who they think they can build with because it can happen. Yeah. You can be a woman who believes in a man and say, you know what, this is the person that I'm gonna trust and to lead us to the promised land. So it happens. But on the flip side of that, you gotta put up with a lot of and that's why I say it's kind of setting women up for a little failure because if you marry a nigga young, you gonna deal with some hoes.
I'm gonna say this, I married young. Me and my wife got together after high school. It definitely does work. I think that's probably one of the best situations for a woman to take advantage of because she has less experience. She's hopefully able to deal with a little bit more. I'm not saying that you got to get with somebody that's just gonna be doing the most, but if you find a good guy, that dude gonna want to stay with you and build with you, and vice versa. I think when women get out there and they have all these experiences, then they try and find a guy, they've already been used and abused. On the flip side, the guy has more experience. So if you get an older guy, he's more settled into how to take care of a family, how to take care of himself properly, how to go out there and get resources. So it's not going to be the same, but I can see both sides working. But usually I think women, when they're younger, works out a little bit better than being able to stick with a guy for the long haul.
He had none.
Yeah, I've seen some of my peers get married young, but it was based off the fact that that they're expecting a child together, so they're trying to do it the right way, but they actually don't like each other, so they end up just not working out.
What?
Yeah, I've seen that too. When motherfuckers get pregnant young and like, you know what? Since I'm pregnant, let's do it right.
Let's get married and do it the right way, and then it don't work out because they really didn't like each other to begin with.
What? But I don't want people they don't like.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
I think that sometimes once you get to know somebody fully, you don't like them. Like I dated a motherfucker, and of course we was fucking, but I didn't know him all the way, I would say. I feel like I didn't know the real him, and I didn't see him for who he was until like a year and some change later.
You telling me you was getting busted down for a year and some change? So we're just gonna say about a year and 3-4 months. Let's say a year and a half. You've been getting busted down by a guy that you didn't even know who he really was. You ain't knew who he was. Why would you put yourself in a position to get busted down that long? See, this is what I'm talking about. A lot of these young ladies, they don't know how to be young ladies. They moving around like young guys, man. They out here just wanting to have fun, have sex. And I'll be honest, I blame the family structure. It might not have been a father there. It might not have been a good mother there to teach them and show them that, hey, this is how you supposed to take care of yourself. Hey, this is how you supposed to carry yourself. You need to make sure this dude is serious and actually want to be with you before we just having all this long-term sex without no real commitment. Like, that's crazy.
Because, of course, in the first 6 months, I feel like niggas not going to tell you. No. None of it. They're not going to tell you what they got going on.
Watch how you move.
I can feel it because I think I'm kind of the same way. Once I figure your ass out, you ain't fun no more.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I liked what you presented to me. You presented this nice fun person and whatever the fuck I liked that attracted me to you, that's what you presented, but you might not be that.
Yeah, niggas don't be the same person that they was in the beginning, and that's why I have to keep getting a new one.
Or they just, I'm crying. Or they just be like, they want to come off as good to you to keep. And so, but like with my situation, I thought he was cool. I thought we was on the same page. He wanted the same things I wanted out of life. Like, okay, we possibly could build together. Later down the line, I'm finding out you don't want none of this. Like, you don't want none of this that you said you wanted. You're not who you say you are. Like, your car not even in your name.
And that's narcissism.
Do y'all believe that women lose value after they get?
Absolutely.
To y'all, yes.
Yeah, you're right. I was gonna say
to y'all,
subjectively
to men,
yes.
That's probably why men change. After they done got so much, they be like, you know what? I done got enough of it.
Let me be my real self.
Right.
Or I kind of feel like, I ain't gonna lie, I think the nigga I was with was waiting for me to fall in love with him, so I could be like, oh well, I love him, I'm just gonna deal with all this stuff because I love him and I'm gonna stay. Cause I'm like, oh, why you ain't just tell me none of this shit in the beginning? He like, cause you would have never with me like that.
Oh my God.
So if all you wanted was for me to f with you like that, like we still could have f***ed around, it just wouldn't have been like that. Like,
and that's
you know
what
I'm saying.
I said it's not.
Yo, this generation is lost. I don't know if it's just these Chicago ladies, young women, but my goodness, they no morals, no character. You just hear how they talk. They sound like a guy, man. It's really kind of disgusting just hearing them. I'm really. Oh boy, it's sad, man. We're in a sad generation right now. To hear these young ladies talking like this, it's lost.
Narcissism when a guy does that, because you basically manipulated me into thinking you was something else so that I with you. That's narcissism.
Well, yeah, we kind of live in.
He can't manipulate you that much. You already saw who he was. That's what you was attracted to. Guarantee you, he showed you a character that was some bullshit, and you was more drawn to the bullshit than just being drawn to the regular guy that might be a good dude.
Our own delusion sometimes, because we be wanting you to just do what we tell y'all do. Why is it so hard? Just do what tell you do. Just
because you
cool.
might not be who I want to
let me be. Let me do what I want to do, but you don't do nothing.
That's insane. Like, just go ahead,
really
tell me
like
how
that,
it is
though.
flat out, so I could decide how I want to fuck with you. I might not saying we can't fuck around at all. It just can't be how you want it to be.
Yeah, but see, sometimes y'all don't understand y'all place when it comes to the roster. Sometimes y'all got a bomb, and we already got a bitch on the team with a bomb.
My place not at the top.
And now we like, damn, I got two bitches that's got a bomb. I don't know which one I want. Goddamn, juggling. I don't know which one I want to keep.
I'm gonna give Mac Marl a little pushback. I think the rosters create problematic situations. I understand that guys are gonna be dealing with multiple chicks. I get it. But at the same time, it's gonna be hard to invest in someone when you have so many sometimes. Especially if you're trying to build something real serious, you know. Like I said, I'm not saying everybody gotta be monogamous, but if you aren't gonna be monogamous, I would suggest you probably get to a place to where you can juggle multiple, you know, easier. Because if you got to lie here, lie there, hide this, hide that, it's not going to be very productive. And it's going to be draining to your own essence. I think guys should really be focusing on their own endeavors to make sure that they can secure whatever future they want. Because if you constantly chasing behind chicks, you ain't doing something right. I'm just going to be honest. If you got so much time to be chasing down females, you got too much time on your hands, my brother.
I want to ask y'all this, right? Do y'all want to be married?
Eventually, I wouldn't say that it's, you know, some people be making that their whole life goal. Some women, their goal in life is to get married.
So like,
it's not a goal for me, but I do want to be married eventually.
How about you?
One day, and have kids and be married and stuff, but I'm not gonna say, oh, not today, but I just feel like that comes.
No, this young lady does not need to reproduce along with the woman next to her. They both do not need to reproduce. Y'all just stay exactly how y'all are. Just grow old, just buy a dog and die alone, I would say.
With a lot. So I would have to make sure the person is like, we completely on the same level, but it's no telling to that. And then especially we still kind of young too. Niggas ain't really trying to get married. Exactly. I'd have been fake engaged twice.
Right.
Like, so I just feel like, you know, if it presents itself and if it's the right thing for me, then I would definitely get married. But if it's just a motherfucker that's just giving me a ring to shut me up or a ring to just keep me around because he got some other shit going on,
Right,
then
right.
I want a solid foundation, I would say.
So let me ask you this, right? Like, eventually you want to be a wife, right? Who was an example of what a wife should be in your case? Like, how do you even know how to be a wife?
I feel like I do. I feel like I got certain attributes that I know how to.
Were you taught
With my
those,
womanly
or you
wives.
just something you
Yeah,
kinda
no,
think you
all the
learned?
women in my life and my family I married. Like my grandma, my aunties, my mama was married to my daddy, and you know clearly that didn't work out. But
How long they was together?
my mama and my daddy, I want to say about 10, 15 years
Before
they
you was
just-
born
a long
or
time.
after?
After I was born, before I was born, maybe like a couple years. 2,
So do
3.
you think they was one of them cases like she said?
I just
like,
think
you
they
just
know-
had the
I
baby,
just think-
want to do it right.
No, I just think my mama didn't know my daddy. She ain't know what she was signing up for.
What was he? What was the problem? He had hoes.
A YN.
Lord.
So for one, he lied to her about her age. I don't even know if I should be talking about this, but whatever. This the truth. He lied to her about her age, and he comes
About
from
his age?
Yeah, about his age, and he comes from a rougher family than my mom. So I just don't think she knew what she was signing up for. Like he come from a family of pimps, crackheads, and drug dealers.
Okay.
My grandparents have been married for like 50 years, 50
Your mama fell for the okie doke. Okay.
something years, like
Right.
57,
Thank you.
58 years at this point. So she doesn't come from that background. I just
right,
feel like
you do
she might
realize
have got
good
whooped.
girls like bad guys, though, right?
Yeah,
That
but
is
I don't
true.
think necessarily. I just think she got finesse, and I tell
don't
her that
think so.
I do, cause it's
She
another
wanted that tough
motherf-
nigga.
That is true.
She dated another motherfucker at the same time, and there's been some that came out now that I'm older, where one of my aunties lied and contacted this nigga and was like, "This is Carly, your daughter, woo woo." So he done contacted the family, but it turns out he's not my daddy. But so now I see what you had, like, you know what I'm saying? I see the two options you had, and I asked her, why did you go with my daddy? Like, why did you devote all your time to that? It's because the feeling he provided for her.
Wow.
She felt love. She might not have felt love with the other street nigga who got 4 other hoes and he making way more money than my daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Amazing.
He at a different point in life, so she's just like, I'm gonna go with this nigga because he treat me right.
Oh my goodness.
Amazing. That's insane.
It is, and I said, "Man, you tweaking. You really tweak. Like, I love you and I love that I was born out of this craziness, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for y'all. But if I was you, I would have definitely went with the other nigga. You tweaking
The
because
other dude didn't sound like a good candidate either. He was a street nigga. He might have had more money or whatnot. Now, okay, at first I said that her mom got finesse. No, her mother didn't get finesse. Her mother is just as bad as the guys. Her mother was the problem. She chose both. You had 2 street niggas who were not good candidates, and then you created a young daughter that's now gonna be a not good candidate for somebody else. The cycle, man. Bad mother, bad daughter, possibly a bad grandmother. It's literally you're just birthing chaos and trauma. But this is wild, man.
he was just like, now in life, you just kind of see where their lives were headed back in the day. Like, no shade, and I love my daddy, but
A nigga will come in and ruin a life. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, and I feel
Niggas
like
are
he
real
came in
good
and
at
Y'all do
doing
with us
that.
all the time.
he
We don't
came
do
in
that.
and ruined
good
my
at
mama's life.
Niggas
like,
are good
hell
for
no.
that.
I don't
They
know.
will be a bitch down.
Your mama stayed. Your mama ruined her life. Cause the other dude she was messing with was a street dude too. Your mom ain't had good character. She ain't had good morals. Don't blame it on the street dude. The street dude played the position he was supposed to play. Your mama stayed. It's her fault.
I wish I was my mama friend back in the day. I would have told you tweaking. You need to. You're
Amazing.
tweaking.
Women do that today. They give each other horrible advice. Y'all encourage
They
women to
will.
leave.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't encourage bullshit because I'm like, you want me to say this is a good thing, and no, I'm not finna be girl. Yeah.
So it's-
you ain't wrong, friend.
So it's
I'm gonna just leave it at that, man. I can't listen to these young. I know y'all got mad at me before when I put YLs, but they call themselves YLs. I know I could put YBs because they possibly are young Bs, but the term that they go by is YL. So I'm gonna put it at that. And if I put YBs, it's a little too derogatory for the titles. I still got to keep it a little PG for YouTube. But, bro, the degeneracy, man, like I said, ain't nobody gonna be no saint. It is what it is. But that's what I say. It's only gonna mess up the dating pool more and more. The more young women that we have that come out here that think and act like this, it's getting messed up. See, us as guys, we gotta equip ourselves to be better. See, a guy like me, just because I'm married, I understand the dynamic of a dude going out there possibly playing the field. But a young woman, she doesn't have to learn these tactics of how the opposite sex operates, because she's gonna want what's better. Us as guys, we gotta move more cautiously. So we're listening to each other, trying to get the best advice on how to move so that we can protect ourselves from getting hurt in the future, whether it be financially, whether it be just protecting our hearts, because you got a lot of women out here that don't care about us anymore. So it's just the lives we have to live are completely different. Like they don't have any role models out there that's telling them, hey, be more sound. And if you do have some, they're not listening to them, and they probably know where to be found. They somewhere lost in the internet files, because what's in front of them is be yourself. Don't let that man suppress you. Be as tough as you want. Be that strong queen. Come on, queen. That's what they hearing. So let me get y'all thoughts on this. Make sure y'all comment in the comment section. Make sure y'all check out my homie Mac Mall podcast, Not the Shop podcast. He will be on the panel Saturday night at 7:30 on my channel. Make sure y'all tune in for that. This is JayBReacts, man. Until next time, y'all. Peace.